everybody, and I'm for Spiral Metal. I'm here in Outland, California with Jason from Origin. He's eating a sandwich, but how are you, Jason? Oh, good.
It is a delicious chicken sandwich.
Okay, so you guys are playing here tonight. Okay, how long have you? It seems that you guys are always touring, no stop. How many concerts this year so far?
This year actually has been a little relaxed for us. We take our time. I know last year, 2014, was about 180 at the end of the day
Yeah.
on like 5 different continents, every continent imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a little less, or maybe at like 100 at this point, or something like that. So we like to stay on the road. I mean, what else is there to do? We're gonna go home and play in Kansas, or nah. So yeah, we're pretty deep in, but it's September, so it's early. Yeah, we're gonna rack up another 90. Yeah,
Okay.
if we're lucky.
Okay, so in tonight you have a very awkward setting, I would say. Any places that have been worse or more awkward than this one? There's no stage tonight. It's very awkward. It's like a wedding place.
I mean, who needs a stage? That's all. That's arbitrary. It is. I think it is a wedding chapel. I think we are next to one of those like modern day mega churches that's right next door. So I mean, that's an appropriate setting.
And there's a pet store.
There's a pet store.
Yeah,
We'll all
yeah.
adopt puppies by the end of the night and disperse them into the crowd, so everyone goes home. It's not so brutal. It's more cute. Everyone goes home a little calmer, a little. But I mean, we've done weirder. I think maybe I don't know. We've done bowling alleys and zoos and
Zoo.
and I don't know what else. Maybe since it is a wedding chapel, I think the plan is now that since, you know, if you're watching this isn't live, you can't blow our secret. But I think maybe we will see if there's any lovely couples in the audience that want to get married. Our merch guy just happens to be a ordained minister of some non-denominational monastery. I was looking at his card today. It's actually a monastery, not a church. So maybe if someone wants to get married, we have the right setting. Maybe somebody will marry me. It's fine. I don't know the legal bindings of it, but hey, I'm willing. Give me a couple more beers. I'm willing to take that shot. Take that chance with life.
So it seems like weddings have been around you guys. Someone just proposed to his girlfriend or something in one of the concerts this tour.
That is also true. We're all feeling very romantic. It's a very, you know, it's, love is in the air. It's fall. But yeah, a couple. The gentleman approached me asking if it was cool if he could propose to his girlfriend on stage. So of course, because that just saves me the trouble of thinking of something funny to do. And yeah, I made him. He actually started crying, which is adorable. But I had to like save him. So I'm you got to be a performer. Or, you got to stay professional. And but she said yes, which I was a little disappointed because if she said no, I had a whole shtick prepared to be like, so you're single now, huh? As he crowd surfed away in shame or something. But no, they said yes. She Death Gretel growled yes, and they hand in hand stage dove to the bar for a celebratory shot, and it was beautiful. But I mean, yeah, for some reason this has been happening a lot, and on the 70,000 tons of metal cruise, I had to walk a young lady down the aisle to get married because Corpse Grinder didn't want to do it. But whatever. So I was happy to help. It just follows me around. I mean, I'm just a romantic guy.
Yeah.
People see me, they think love and marriage and children and a white picket fence with inverted crosses on the picket fence on the bottom, I guess. Right? Mental picture.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but you also had a little unpleasant moments on the tour, right? Someone stole your merch.
Someone, this is just the power of social media and how usually it's a very reviled thing for old people like me, where it's all this get off my lawn, get off my Facebook, I don't care, I don't understand it, I don't understand the Twitters. But yeah, somebody lifted, we were in Seattle, and somebody lifted one of our display vinyls, and immediately, like it was very early in the show, and very immediately we were just all furious at the brazenness of the attack, and posted it on our Facebook and our Instagram and stuff of just shame, and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people, it was like 10,000 people immediately saw it, and about 24 of them happened to be at that show, so they all happened to, I think one of them might have suggested to the person that stole the vinyl that they should return it. So, the power of shame. So he actually brought it back by the end of the night.
Oh, he did.
And apologized.
Oh. Oh.
But it was very convenient. It was like, oh yeah, I bought somebody else's vinyl, put it down on the table, and then just picked up yours as an accident. But that just sounds like a great way to steal somebody's stuff off the table.
Yeah, sure does.
So kudos to him. But he got no backbone. He should have just kept that shit. I would have respected him more. My chicken sandwich is falling apart. The timer is almost over.
I can see.
That's okay. I'll save a little bit.
Okay. You're getting mayonnaise on your fingers there.
That's okay.
Jason.
It's okay.
So talk about music now. You guys released the latest album like a little over a year ago. Anything you're working on, like new?
Next year, I'm sure we'll be back in the studio. We always use these occasions, since we live so far away from each other and we never hang out, which probably saves the band. But at the same time, we don't get to, just jam stuff out in our practice space all the time. So we use these opportunities when we go out on tour to just start pounding out the new album. So I'm sure we'll have something out. We start working on it early next year. So we're all excited, amped up, because this did very well for us and for me. All for me. It's just, I will write the new album and I will release it next year. And I think I will get a lot of applause.
Okay.
These are my normal answers. These are scripted. These are not even off the cuff. I expect these, and this is all written down backstage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I sent you the questions before, and you prepared them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that. There's a lot of humor around you guys. How does it work in studio? Are you guys like serious on studio, or is it the same thing as now?
Nah. Generally, we do keep that as serious. Like the music and the album and what is actually presented in itself is kept as serious as possible, I guess. Like there's one-man jokes in there that no one would get but us. But aside from that, nah. We keep the music as brutal as humanly possible at all times. No jokes. No.
Okay.
It's not funny. Don't laugh. You want to laugh? Don't.
No.
We don't fuck around with that. All right.
Okay.
Stop. Shh. Don't. Alex, production manager in the back. Production manager. Is that his official title?
The official title. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. So, you're just see, you can see how much I'm laughing. You guys are funny in person.
I resent that.
Yeah, you are. But if you really read into your lyrics are not fun at all. Funny at all. They are very serious, and they are serious lyrics, and I seem that they have a very how can I say that? You look very deep into society and religion and all that. So did people actually, your friends like notice that behind all the humor?
No, not at all. Not appreciated from day one. But that's actually been something on a serious note. That is like kind of I think a pretty sad problem in this kind of genre of music, where it goes underappreciated, the skill of lyricists and stuff like that, and every aspect of it in black metal, death metal, stuff where you only hear the distorted, the noise and everything like that. But if the people that actually take the time to appreciate what's going on, there's a lot of brilliant writers out there that just go unnoticed because of it. But for us now, it's all just we don't give a shit. It's all jokes for us. We're not serious at all.
Oh, okay, but I have to this song I have to write because I have febrile memory. I'm really curious about this one, and since you wrote it.
I don't know. Me personally, are you sure this isn't gonna be?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, no, I wouldn't.
Okay, so the absurdity of what I am.
Oh boy, I already have the answer to this question.
Well, I have to ask.
All right.
Okay,
it's gonna be good.
So this one, is this more about like
Oh, I can't wait to answer this question. Go ahead.
Do I have to?
No, yeah, you have to now.
I have to finish it. Okay, so for this song, is it more about society in general, or is it something that you look a deep look into, like a more personal look?
You know what that song's about? Battlestar Galactica. No joke. The new version, the one that was on a couple years ago with Edward James Olmos. It's absolutely inspired by that.
I was trying to find some
No.
serious notes here.
No,
Yeah,
no. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. It's about being a Cylon, and the emotional distress and the psychological impact that it to be created by lesser species, to be a flawed species yourself, and to chase them across the universe in spaceships.
Okay. Okay then.
But I'm glad you thought it was deep. I feel like that's the
thought it
biggest
was-
compliment
yeah,
I think I've ever received.
I thought it was.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
You fooled me on that one.
Half of anything that I've probably ever written has either been inspired by some goofball comic book or
Seriously? See? And I thought Jason was a deep person.
you still thought they were deep. That's
Yeah.
all that really matters. So
Okay.
take from it what you will.
Okay. Okay, so talk about the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
What are the plans?
So far, we're doing this, which has been spectacular. The Devastation on the Nation tour has been, we're like a week and a half in. Every night's been great. We just went through Canada, and now we're working our way down through Texas and everything like that, the usual run of the States. And after that, I think the only thing we actually have booked specifically is we're playing South Africa next year in March.
That's
And talks of South America in February, and trying to like schmooze with Chrissy a little bit and be like, we want to go there too. But other than that, I'm sure we'll just do Europe again, the States again. We're trying to do, supports on bigger things, ideally. So we don't have to carry all the weight, and I can just go to bed. To be nice. I like that.
have some rest.
Oh, it's just the idea is just so foregone. I don't even know what that means anymore.
For Jason.
I know. Feel sorry for me because it's a hard life. It's
Yeah.
tough. Getting just paid to drink beer all day.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question, if you have any messages for the Spirit of Metal viewers.
Oh, this is for Spirit of Metal?
Yes.
No more questions. I'm sorry.